What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another little 1v1 circuit predictions video with a little Chris.
Yeah, I'm a little Chris.
Chris Kins.
I'm Chrissy Coons, yes.
Right, so Chris, we just watched the decider of our Jay and Brandon of who's going on what side of the bracket, and oof, it was an absolute battering. What do you think about that game that's just happened?
Let me just say, it was very one-sided.
Just a bit.
No, no, very one-sided.
What did you think of Jay in particular in that game? What did you think of him? Obviously, because he's going to be your opponent next. So, what did you think of him?
Well, I definitely thought his hell seems to have improved since he played it against Eddie. And his raw just seems like it's just as OP as ever.
I found it funny that
So,
when Brandon invaded him in game two, he just ran around in circles in the heel.
yeah,
And Brandon
that
stupidly
was...
chased him round until he got down to like below half health.
Yep.
Oh fuck, it made me laugh so much. What do you think of Brandon though?
I thought he played very well against someone that he didn't know anything about.
Which is his own fault.
Yeah, but still, you have to think, given
There's no
two of
excuse.
his best cards.
No, there's no excuse for that now, Chris.
No, there's no excuse.
We can't use that to even.
Brandon,
We can't use that to go. Even though he didn't know anything about them, because there's things to show what to ban, so we can't use that anymore.
yeah, I can't use. Sorry, Brandon, I can't use that.
That's all
But
on
yeah,
That's on Brandon.
but nah, I I reckon if Brandon knew more of what to ban instead of just banning a hell, not hell, soul, wrong god, yeah, soul, yeah. I think Brandon could have had a better chance.
I still don't think he would have taken a game though, to be honest.
No, but I think he would have got closer because
Well,
all three games were just annihilations.
we move on now, obviously, to the next stage of the relegations. Well,
Mhm.
the play-ins. I call them the play-ins now. They're not relegations anymore. They're play-ins.
Yep.
We'll start with obviously the first game out of the two will be Eddie versus Brandon.
Okay.
Best of five. How do you think Eddie's gonna like prep for that?
I think Eddie is mainly going to go with the Warrior Guardian meta against Brandon, as it's worked against Brandon quite a lot of the time during their scrims.
Yeah, and Eddie's always shown that always found success on the Warriors over anything else.
Yeah, because when he uses his Warriors, he uses his Guardians, he wins. Where if he uses his Hunters, there's like a 85% chance that Eddie loses his games.
I just think there's his warriors are better than everyone else's average gods, but his hunters and that are below everyone else's average gods.
Yeah.
How do you think Brandon's gonna prepare for this?
Uh, I really don't know how to answer that. I'm
What
just hoping Brandon remembers what gods Eddie plays.
what do you think Brandon's gonna be like looking to pick up? Like what kind of style is he looking to go against Eddie?
I have no idea really, because all I know from watching those two play against each other, Brandon's Warriors has never ever won against Eddie yet. So I reckon Brandon's probably going to go with his assassins or hunters. So basically Brandon's usual gods. I'm hoping for two picks, but I don't want to say it in case he watches this video before his match against Eddie.
Technically, these two are like two games each against each other. They've taken 2 games each off each other technically. But if you want to be if you want to be specific, it's Brandon's 2-0 up on Eddie, because Eddie's 2 wins were forfeits.
But then, if you remember, when Eddie played Brandon with that 2-0, Eddie wasn't in the warrior meta yet.
But I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about anything like that, because I'm just talking about the stats right now.
Stats right now.
They are 2-2. They are 2-2 against each other.
Yes.
With that in mind, who is going to what's going to be the score of this set, Chris? Remember,
okay.
Brutal honesty.
Brutal honesty, yes. Full on brutal honesty. If Brandon has not upgraded 2 gods to go against Eddie, Brandon's going to lose 3-1.
I'd go for 3-1 as well. I think I'm going 3-1 Eddie, because I think the warrior meta is just going to be like too much for him. I think Eddie might try and pull one game out like Hunters or something, and that will be his loss. But I think all 3 wins are going to come on warriors. Freddie.
Yes, because we all know Eddie. The main bans Eddie's going to go for is the Ula Kali. We know that. Eddie's prepped for that any day. He knows he's banning those 2.
We'll move on now to the next game. You versus Jay.
Jay's going to beat me.
Right, so we've watched Jay like just absolutely stomp through the Resistant Gaming Classic.
Yep.
Stomp through Brandon.
Yep.
How is he going to? I don't know what has he got to offer. Like people, has he shown everything, or do you think there's more he can offer?
I think there's a lot more that he can offer.
Because what we expect?
He's only played 2 assassins against me. Yes.
Yes.
He hasn't played. He's played Guan Yu. Yeah, 1 warrior. He hasn't played any other warriors. He hasn't touched guardians yet. And he hasn't touched any other assassins or hunters. Nothing. He's only played Ra, Hell, Guan Yu against everyone else. And I've only seen his Loki and Nemesis other than that. Yeah.
How is so? What are we expecting to see from him this game? What are you expecting for him to pull out?
Well, at first I'm expecting one of his heal gods, unless he wants to try and utterly defeat me instead of giving me the chance. We'll see probably a different warrior, or probably a different assassin, or maybe just something that can utterly burst me to death.
What?
Depending how Jay plays. If he feels that I am a challenge to him, and he wants to make sure he gets the win, he probably will play something completely different to what he's been showing so far. That's what I reckon.
What about you?
As Jay is a very smart player. He will play smart. We know that.
Alright. We'll move on. What about you, Chris? How are you going to prep for this?
I've watched...
How are you going to prep?
Well, so far, I've watched every game, countless times now, that Jay has played. Well, that I've seen Jay play. So I've watched him play against Darren, I've watched him play against Eddie, and I've watched him play against me, watched him play against Brandon. Watched all of those games. And all I know is that the Guan Yu I can beat that. Not like 100%, but I have a possibility of beating that. The Nemesis, I need to practice a bit more, then I'll be able to beat. The Loki, I'm just going to ban because I know I have no way of beating that yet.
What about his Helen Ra?
Choose first pick, ban the Ra. He'll ban the Hell, because he won't want me to have it.
What would be the bans though if he's first pick? Like what are you gonna do then? You gotta let either Hell, Ra, or Loki through.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. If he's first pick, So, that's a very hard decision. Because all three of those gods are really good. Loki I can't defeat. I know that for a fact right now. The Ra's got a lot of damage. So does the Hell. But I reckon I'd ban the Hell and the Loki.
Try your chances against the Ra.
Yes. Because there's still some gods I haven't brought into this league yet that I've been playing.
Right. We'll also. I'm not gonna ask you, but I'm expecting you to pull out hunters, assassins, mages.
With me.
Yeah, and that's what I'm expecting from you. I'm not gonna ask you, obviously, because you'll either try and lie through your teeth so people will think you're gonna pull something else out, or you're gonna accidentally give away your strats.
I've been told to be completely honest. I am expecting me to bring out mages, hunters, assassins. Being completely honest there.
That's what you'd expect.
That is exactly what I would expect myself to bring out. I am not comfortable with my warriors or guardians. Doesn't mean I'm not practicing any.
Right, okay. What's gonna be the score for the game? You and Jay are 3-1-ing it. He's 3-1 up on you in the head-to-head.
I reckon if I'm having a good day, 3-1.
To him.
Yes. And that's me on a good day.
I think he's gonna 3-0 you, Chris. No offense.
Yeah, no, I expect that as well. I'm just hoping for a 3-1. The truth is 3-0, but I'm just going to be optimistic and say 3-1.
Right, so that will move us right into the tournament. How's everyone going to be feeling for the tournament? Obviously, I'm going to release this to everyone now. This is a releasing of what's happening with the tournament structure. There's 8 people in this tournament. It's like the Resistant Gaming Classic structure, where you'll obviously go down off your seeding and play this person you've drawn against, obviously. But if you lose in the first round, you may not be in next season's league.
Oh no, that's just unfair.
Because this is what's happening, right? If you lose in the first round, you'll play someone on the top side of the bracket. So you'll play Jojo, Chris. So we're gonna go off our predictions. You lose to Jay, and then you lose to Michael. You'll play Jojo.
Mhm.
And let's say Brandon loses to Eddie, and that's that side. So Brandon plays me, and Brandon loses to me. And then, so Brandon will then play the loser of Aaron or Jay. Right?
Mhm.
Then, so the 2 losers from those games, so you get beat by Jojo. Let's say that, because I want to keep it example for you. You get beat by Jojo. Brandon gets beat by Jay, or let's say Aaron. We're gonna say Aaron because Jay's got the upper hand on Aaron.
Yeah.
Brandon and you would play 2 amateurs in a best of 5, and the winner gets a spot in next season's league.
Okay. See, now this is quite upsetting, honestly. I feel like I'm on the most difficult side now.
You are, but you are, but you aren't. If you get what I mean.
I'm not against you. Yes.
No. Wait. No, but I'm saying this. You're on the harder side of the bracket of getting out of the first round. You're on the easier side of the bracket of getting to the final.
Yes. And no.
Yes, it is a yes. On my side of the bracket, you stand no chance.
But technically stand no chance in stats in my side anyway. Because Michael's 6-1 me.
If you can get through Michael... How is Michael 6-1 you? He's 4-1 you, Chris.
Yeah, 4-1, sorry.
Aaron's 4-0. No, sorry, Aaron's 4-1. Aaron's 8-1 against you, and Jay's 3-1 against you. So, but he would be 6-1 against you if you want my
Aaron
score.
8-1 against me?
2-1 in the first game you played in the league, 2-0 in the second one. two 2-0s in the group stage.
Oh yeah.
Everybody you have good records against on the top side of the bracket.
Well,
Eddie, Jojo.
but what?
But so we're gonna kick off the tournament now with So Brandon and Brandon loses to Eddie. We'll kick off the tournament with me versus Brandon in a best of 5. And we've seen Brandon play a few sets now, right? We've seen him play through the play-ins, right? And we haven't seen me play since week 10 of the league.
3-0, 3-0.
3-0 me, that's what we're going for.
Yep.
And what
I'm
we
sorry,
expect
Brad.
what we expecting me to pull out?
Assassins, warriors, 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 and probably a little mage.
Is that called Ao Kwong?
No, I was gonna say Jean Kui, but okay, yeah, Al Kwong. Oh.
After that, we would go for it'd be turn into Eddie versus Jojo, the grudge match. In my opinion, this is the closest game in the first round.
I reckon as well, because Jojo so far has beaten Eddie in the league, yeah?
Right, wait, alright, I'll look at that head to head quickly. Jojo 1-0'd Eddie in the Sun Death, right? Right? So
Yeah.
then in the group stage, they won once, that's 2-1, and Jojo 2-0'd, so that's 4-1. Then
And then
Eddie
3-2.
3-2'd him at the Classic. So that was 4-4. It's 6-4
Can I
Jojo.
please say one thing
It's 6-4 Jojo in the
Quickly.
head-to-head.
quickly, please?
Mm-hmm.
Is it bad that, sorry to say this, guys, but you know the Brandon versus Jay match?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to know what Brandon called the video for his match against Jay?
Prepare your asshole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's carry on with this. So,
Do you think Brandon knew he was gonna lose?
so let's keep carrying on with this. Jojo is 6-4 up on Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What do you think the score is gonna be this game, Chris?
Sad thing is, I really want to just go for the 3-2 Eddie. But I don't think that. I think after, like, as Jojo lost to Eddie, Jojo's been practicing a shit ton to defeat Eddie. So I reckon Jojo's either going to 3-2 Eddie or 3-1 Eddie.
I'm gonna go with 3-1 Eddie.
Really?
Really? I think Eddie's gonna
Eddie-
3-1 Jojo. I think
Eddie
Eddie.
hasn't really been practicing anything new.
I think Eddie's found the niche to beat Jojo. Counter aggressiveness with aggressiveness.
True, but still.
That catches Jojo off guard. He's not expecting you to be aggressive at him because he's always the one doing the aggression, playing aggressively. Kind of messes up what he wants to do.
Yeah, I guess.
What are we expecting to see from both in that game? Are we expecting the same old Freddy Warriors?
I'm expecting Warriors and Assassins from Eddie.
What are we expecting to see from Jojo?
Assassins and Hunters.
We're not seeing Warriors.
I don't know. I just can't expect a warrior from Jojo after, like, Jojo losing
Well,
with a warrior to Eddie.
yeah, he surrendered on the Raven, but he also beat Eddie with Osiris.
True, but I just don't expect one. I just don't know why. I just don't.
We'll then go on to the next game, which would be you versus Michael. What are we
3-0
thinking,
Michael.
Chris? Are you going for 3-0 Michael?
3-0 Michael.
I think it'd be 3-2 Michael. I think
Wow.
Michael will take game 1 and 2 to surpass your record of most wins in a row.
Wait, what?
Your record from the Halo League is 14 games. Michael's sitting on 13 at the moment.
Yeah.
So I think he'll take the first 2 games to go.
I don't
take-
care about this record anymore. In my eyes, Michael's already demolished me.
I think you'll take games 3 and 4, then I think he'll take game 5.
Okay.
So I think it'll be a really close set, and I expect mostly the same from both your Hunters and that. I'm
Yeah.
expecting a Hou Yi, I'm expecting
Wait,
Kronos
oh,
or
yeah,
Hou Yi,
expecting him to-
Hou Yi, Kronos or Freya from Michael. That's what I'm expecting.
That Kronos is never going through. I'm sorry. Never.
What about the last game? Last time we saw these two play, Jay 3-0'd Aaron at the Classic.
3-0.
3 that's what I
3-0.
said 3-0, yeah. They 3-0'd him at the Classic.
Yeah, no. I'm expecting a 3-0.
Oh, you're expecting 3-0 Jay again?
Yeah.
I don't think so this time.
No, I'm expecting a 3-0 because I don't think Aaron's done any research on Jay yet again, and I
No,
think Jay can just
never.
bring out anything new.
But from last time though, he'll know what to ban. It won't be a waste of a ban this time, like he did last time.
Yeah, no, it won't be a waste of a ban. I admit that, but still, there are 3 gods Jay's been using this whole league. Yes. Well, throughout the whole thing. Yes.
Yes.
You can't ban all 3, and I reckon all 3 of those gods are still somewhat better than Aaron's gods.
Well, the thing you gotta think about is, if Aaron catches on right, bans their Hell and Ra and his first pick, he can just take the Loki, because we've seen Aaron play Loki.
Yes, we've seen Aaron play Loki.
And that will
but-
stick Jay on something we haven't seen him play before.
True. Well, so Hell Ra.
I think Aaron's
Unless-
I think Aaron's the best equipped to deal with Jay. Apart from me and Michael. Actually, apart from me, I think Aaron's the best equipped to take him on.
Thanks.
No, just because, Chris, he can... You know what I mean?
I know.
He can
I
kind
know.
of... Well, you're kind of good, equipped as well, but I think Aaron's Loki is better than your Hell.
No, his Loki's better than more. I will agree with that. But Aaron can't play Ra or Hell.
You can't play Ra or Loki, so...
I can play Ra.
Not at a high level.
Excuse me? You haven't seen my bloody Ra in a while, thank you very much.
I don't think you have either.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything to that. But I could just turn around and say, I might have.
So discreet.
Huh?
You're so discreet about it, Chris.
Yes. But I could be lying, you never know. I could be just pulling a leg.
Pulling a fast one.
Yeah, pulling a fast one.
Right, okay. Well, so we think you going for 3-0.
Yes.
I'm going for 3-1 Jay.
Best equipped, yet it's still the same score as me versus Jay.
No, because like I said, you're also equipped. I just don't think Jay will fucking let him have the equipment that Aaron wants to try and get against Jay. He's not going to let him do that all the time.
No.
It will work one game, and that is it.
Yeah, pretty much. Sorry, Aaron, but we don't believe in you that much.
So before we go forward, I'm gonna ask the relegation matches now. So you would be playing Jojo, and Aaron would be playing Brandon.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, you said Eddie. So what do you want to go for? My predictions or your predictions? Because we disagreed on the Eddie and Jojo one.
we'll go with your predictions because you probably have a better chance of being right than me.
So we'll start off with Brandon versus Aaron. It's a best of 3, so it was like the league structure was, like how you only had to win 2 games.
Yeah.
Aaron versus Brandon, what's the score?
See, this is the one. This is the hardest match, I will say, because Aaron has beaten Brandon a lot. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I would expect a 2-1 from Aaron. But you can't tell with Brandon. Because Brandon has had close games against Aaron. But Aaron's also had times where he's dominated.
I'm going for 2-0 Aaron.
Well, there you go.
Flat out, Aaron will just walk over Brandon, I think. Unless Brandon changes something in his training regime, Aaron's going to walk over him.
Has Brandon even got a training routine right now?
No, that's why I'm saying unless he changes it. From being
Okay.
non-existent.
Bit harsh, but yeah.
You versus Jojo. What is the score going to be, Chris?
I can't say.
You
I
generally...
literally just can't say.
You have a slightly better record than Jojo does.
Exactly, so I just can't say. I haven't played against his Carly or really any assassins. I haven't played against any of his warriors. I've only been playing against his hunters. That's why I can't say. Because I've seen him play gods, but I've never played against them.
We've seen him beat Eddie and Aaron with his Carly. We've seen him beat Eddie with Nemesis.
Exactly.
We've seen him beat Eddie with Ymir.
Huh?
What?
Really?
Yeah, he beat Eddie's Athena with Ymir.
Oh.
At the Classic in Game 2.
I think that might have been the game I just didn't watch, but okay.
I need a result, Chris.
I really can't answer that.
I need a score.
Sorry.
I need a score.
2-1 Jojo.
So that would put you and Brandon in relegations.
Yeah, that I seriously don't know.
Right. You and Brandon
Hey,
would then...
you haven't given me your score.
Oh, I'll go for 2-1 you.
Okay.
So are we still going with my predictions for the next step?
Yes.
Right, so Jojo and Brandon would play a best of 1 for seeding, right?
Mhm.
Who's winning best of 1, Jojo or Brandon?
Oh God.
One single game. It's just one game.
See, the annoying thing is because of stat-wise and like that kind of thing with
These
one game.
These two have never played each other in a competitive game.
That's what I want to say. But JoJo's never really lost first game.
He's only lost. He lost a forfeit game to you, and he lost the first game at the Classic against Eddie because his power cut out.
Exactly. So he's never really lost a full-on first game.
He's never lost the
unless
first game.
something's gone wrong.
He's never lost the first game legitly.
Exactly. So I want to say JoJo.
No, I have to lie. He lost the first game against me in the league.
Oh, yeah, but that's against you.
Bitch shouldn't have let my Al Kwong through.
That's against you. Oh, no one cares if it's against you, Jack, because it's obvious.
Okay, carry on with your point though.
So I have to say JoJo might win.
I'm going for JoJo as well. So that would leave Brandon.
Because JoJo's only lost the first game against you.
Brandon would play Dean. And Brandon's the only reason Dean's not in this competition.
Mhm.
You've played against Dean. We watched Dean just walk over Eddie.
Yeah.
What would be the score? That's a best of 5, that one is. So, like the tournament games. What is going to be the score between Dean and Brandon?
Okay, I need to ask you a question now.
Mm-hmm.
This is like I can't give my answer straight away, but what was the score between Dean and Brandon in the amateurs?
Brandon 3-2'd him.
I reckon Dean might win a 3-2.
I'm not sure on this one, man. I really don't know.
Because remember one thing, Brandon doesn't play as much as he used to, yes?
Mhm.
Dean is still playing on a team. I think. I'm right with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So he's practicing. He's upgrading his gods. He's expanding his god pool. Because we only saw a couple of gods from him.
Yeah, fucking Thanatos.
Shut the fuck up.
And Soul. And Carly.
I haven't seen his Carly.
He played against Eddie, his nemesis, and beat it.
Oh. But Eddie's nemesis beat his Carly.
No, Dean's Carly beat Eddie's nemesis.
Oh. Eddie doesn't play nemesis that much, though. Okay.
No, but he played it in the
So
third,
I
fourth
rec-
match.
Yeah. I reckon Dean would beat Brandon 3-2. Because Dean's getting more experience than Brandon.
So we think
And obviously upgrading.
we think Dean's gonna relegate Brandon.
Yes.
And Dean would take a spot in next season's league.
I would hope Brandon could win 3-2, but 3-2, yeah.
Mhm.
But right now, it just looks like it's going further towards Dean, especially after that match with against Jay.
Have we noticed something? Every time you and Brandon get close to playing each other, just something happens to stop it.
Exactly.
Have we noticed that?
The classics. I can't come on a mill. This, Jay utterly defeats him.
I don't think you're gonna go
In
down.
your,
I don't think you're gonna go play him in
in your
relegations.
league, no, in your league. Remember that
He left,
he left just before my match against him.
and then came back, and then left again before you could play him.
Exactly, and I had to play JoJo instead.
Which
So
I think,
I've
which I think showed to be like a better game to watch. You and JoJo was. You and JoJo's when you 2-1 JoJo in an hour and 30 minutes of recording.
Was it really that long?
I think it was like an hour and 30 minutes it took to do that set because game 3 was just fucking back and forth. Game 3 alone was like 40 minutes, I think.
Yeah, but that game three was just amazing. That was just a lot of fun and so tense to do. Oh. But yeah, I still haven't got out of everyone who's been in this league.
Wait, I need to make one statement. It's funny how that game took an hour and 30 minutes, then you look at me and most of me and Michael's games, which take about 30 minutes.
But you tend to just defeat Michael in like.
No, not me
5 minute
not me versus Michael. Like me and Michael's individuals, all our games against you lot take about 30 minutes.
Shut up. You guys had years of experience longer than us.
Okay.
Yes. We have Michael, who is rated best player in the world.
If we want to talk about experience,
yeah, like any of us.
If we want to talk about experience, why is Jay thrashing everyone when Aaron's got more experience than Jay does?
Jay's background.
Huh?
All of those 1v1 tournaments Jay's won, undefeated.
Jay's first 1v1 tournament was when Jay was still level 10 at this game.
It doesn't matter, Jack. Jay's still undefeated in 1v1 tournaments. I class that as more experience than playing the game longer.
No, Chris.
You've gone to the pro leagues. You've had tons more experience, especially against better people.
I was a mid laner and a solo laner.
I don't care. Well, solo laner. You're playing warriors, a solo laner's job.
And it's not like solo lane's a 1v1 lane, right?
Exactly. Then you've got Michael playing a mid lane. Starts
Michael,
off
Michael,
1v1 until
Michael used to be a solo laner. Me and Michael swapped roles. That's why he was mid.
Oh.
Me and him swapped.
So you both had massive 1v1 experience in pro leagues, when all of us have just been having these 1v1 matches recently.
Mm-hmm.
Such fairness.
It is fair.
No.
Yes,
It's
this
fair
is
on you lot
this
because
is
you're
why.
against
No,
people.
no. I find it funny that like this is the point. There's me, Michael, and there's a 6 point gap. Then there's Aaron. Then there's like a 9 point gap. Then there's you, and then there's a 2 point gap. Then there was Jojo. Then there was Eddie.
Mhm. It wasn't close.
It was close at the bottom.
None
How
of
we,
us care about the
I still found it funny. We didn't know who the fuck was going to relegate, like who was going to finish like, in the bottom two until like the last week.
Exactly. It was constantly going up and down. You never know.
You were fucking sitting.
Yes.
You were sitting bottom for the first 4 weeks, Chris. No, sorry. Let me
And then
rephrase
I
that.
went back to bottom.
No, let me rephrase that. You were sitting bottom until you beat Eddie. You were sitting bottom until week 7.
Thank you. And I ended up beating 2 people. I rock.
You're not the greatest, Chris.
Cancel that.
What? Cancel that you're not the greatest? How does that make sense, Chris?
Because
Shut
I
up.
am the greatest.
No, because I exist. Right,
Not
okay, let's
for
get back
long.
on track. We're not even going to mention Jojo because I think Jojo would beat any amateur he comes up against.
What's the amateur anyway?
It's Ray. He's the mid laner for Dean's team. And, sorry, let me rephrase that. For Dean and Jojo's team.
Okay. Yep, never mind. Jojo. 3-0. There we go.
Right, we'll go back. We'll go back to the tournament now. We can go back to that. Semi-finals, best of 5, me versus Eddie.
3-0. There we go. Done. Next one.
You think I'm gonna 3-0 Eddie?
I'll be kind. 3-1.
I think I'm gonna 3-0 Eddie.
And you fucking turn around to me and say, "You think I'm gonna 3-0 Eddie?"
Yeah, I was literally asking you think that.
Well, yes. I think you'd 3-0 anyone apart from Michael and Jay.
Cheers. Bants. No, and Aaron. I think Aaron would take a game off me. Aaron always takes a game off me.
That's
Look at-
Aaron.
No, but look at the leagues.
You give it.
No, look at the leagues though. He's taking game 1. He took game 1 both times.
Yeah.
So that would put me in the final and Eddie down to the 3rd, 4th match for a second tournament in a row.
Mhm.
That's funny. He beats Jojo in the first round, then gets absolutely demolished in the semi-finals. That's
Yeah.
happened twice now. Jay versus Michael.
The sad thing is, I can't tell who would win on that. I want to say, I can't. Nah, sorry, but I can't answer that.
I need an
honestly
answer,
just
Chris.
can't
Chris,
answer.
I need an answer. I need a prediction.
3-2 Jay.
What?
I don't know. I just reckon Jay might 3-2 Michael.
Is Jay? Is this Slurp Nation bias now, Chris?
No.
Is this because he's a new solo laner? Is this why?
No one knows that. No.
We'll announce it later, but yeah.
I honestly can't tell. Michael is a great player. So is Jay. But we've seen a lot more from Michael than what we've seen of Jay.
I'm still waiting
honestly-
I'm still waiting for Jay to pull one god out he pulled out in the amateurs.
Oh my.
I'm still waiting for him to pull out that Sylvanas. No, I'm being serious. He played Sylvanas, bought Soul Reaver as his first item, invaded and killed the guy. Wrath, Soul Reaver is the dream on Sylvanas. Stole the blue buff and got the kill. Fucking game over.
I got so laughing to that.
Oh no, no, just
carry
wait,
on.
just wait till you hear the god he pulled out in game 2.
Oh no, don't tell me.
Same style,
Don't
Soul Reaver Wrath on Deborah.
Don't tell me. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew that one was coming.
Rolled out into the blue buff. Hits the you know when Deborah knocks you back with the rollout.
Yeah.
That propped the Soul Reaver into the knock up and he was dead. And blue buff died as well because he wrathed it.
I knew that one was coming. I just knew that one was coming.
I'm just waiting for Sylvanas. No, I want Sylvanas though. Sylvanas is still funnier. Because Deborah has a way of getting in. Sylvanas has to do his little waddle in there.
The one that I think would be the would be.
What, Chris?
I said I think a Buckus would be funnier.
No. We have to be serious about this now, Chris. Capri. Right, no, alright, why are we talking about Robert Scrims?
Oh,
This is
you
basically just what Robert plays in Scrims.
No, if we talk about Robert Scrims, we'd bring out the Kumbhakana.
Oh, that's fucking
And I
cool.
wish I never said that.
Right, so you think Jay's gonna 3-2 Michael?
Mainly because of the fact that so far, Jay's had less games taken off him than Michael. Also, Jay's shown less gods than Michael.
I'm going for 3-1 Michael.
And this isn't me trying to be biased, I just honestly don't know and you're putting me on the spot, so I'm probably saying stuff that I shouldn't say.
I think
Thank you,
Michael's
Jack.
gonna win. I think we're gonna have the same final everyone thought we were gonna have in the first place.
Just imagine if Jay actually beats Michael.
Right, so Jay versus Eddie in the third, fourth match. Best of 3, so obviously
Oh, I
you
don't
need to win
use
2
this.
games. You need 2 games. What's gonna be the score, Jay versus Eddie?
Eddie will dominate again.
Jay?
What?
Jay versus Eddie.
Yeah.
You think Eddie's gonna dominate?
I said Jay.
You said Eddie.
No, I didn't. I said Jay's gonna dominate.
It sounded like you said Eddie's gonna dominate again. I was like, what?
No, I said Jay's
Like
going
what?
to dominate Eddie again.
Alright, okay.
I can't. I can't be that nice to Eddie. I'm sorry,
So
but we can't give Eddie the miracle.
we're gonna say Jay 2-0s?
Yes.
I feel so sorry for Eddie. Every time he gets close to money, he just doesn't win.
No. No.
And that would leave me and Michael in the final in a best of 5. What's gonna be the score, Chris? I remember what you said last time.
I don't.
You said 3-2 me. Actually, no, sorry, you said 3-2 Michael last time. But this was
Do you
just
want
as
the honest?
you went
the
3-2
honest-
Michael last time.
Do you want the honest opinion?
What's the honest opinion?
I'm pretty much still on the side of Michael for that one.
Oh, cheers, appreciate it.
Well, I'm not going to say anything about what you've got new and what you're planning on doing. So if you went for your original gameplay, yeah, your original games, I reckon Michael would 3-2 you.
Okay.
And if you brought anything new out that I'm not going to say anything about, if you bring anything new out, yeah, you would win 3-2. Or maybe 3-1.
I think Michael's gonna 3-2 me.
Oh, and you said fucking thanks, Chris, when I say Michael
Yeah,
3-2.
because I want support from you. You don't fucking support me for anything. It's not like I said Jay was gonna 3-0 you in the
What?
fucking play-ins.
Yes, you fucking did.
Hey, I gave you 2 games against Michael. Leave me alone.
Did you?
Yeah, I said Michael was gonna 3-2 you.
Oh, I thought you said 3-0, Michael. I won't lie. I'm still thinking 3-2. 3-0.
Right. That's all the predictions. So for season 2, that would leave us with Michael going in his first seed, me as second seed, Jay as third, Eddie as fourth, Aaron and who's the other person? Fuck, I've forgotten. Aaron and you is fifth and sixth, Jojo is seventh, and Dean is eighth.
Wait 1 second. Did you also say Dean would beat Brandon?
Actually, I didn't give a prediction for that, did I?
No. Because we were going with your predictions this whole time, yet you just went with my prediction on that one.
That one's the one I don't know about. Should I give it to?
Excuse me, I didn't know anything about the ones that you've given me, so bloody make one now.
3-2-2. It depends. If Brandon, like I said, if Brandon changes anything coming into this game and plays like he did last time against Dean, if he plays the way he did last time against Dean and doesn't change anything, Dean's gonna win. 3-2. If he changes it and plays the way Brandon used to, you remember when we first started doing 1v1s? You know, back before we did 1v1 League and everything, when we were just a team. We had Lloyd on it.
Yeah.
Brandon will win.
But Brandon wasn't that good back then.
He was. He was a lot better than he is now.
I beat him though.
Well, the rest of us have got better, Chris. He's got worse.
How? He beats me!
What?
Actually, I haven't actually played against him yet.
No. Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys. So that would be our predictions. That'd be next season's league. I'll tell you off camera, Chris. Next season's format, if you want.
Yeah, okay.
I'll tell you off camera, yeah. But so, want to say anything before I cut it off?
Nah, I'm okay.
Right, there, guys. Bye.
Bye.